You know what? The ads are over. I'm just gonna switch on over because hi everyone. I think do I remember how to do this? I don't know if I remember how to do this. It's been a month. This
Is that a bever?
22 months of being financially irresponsible.
Thank you. Thank you for 22 months of being financially responsible. I appreciate it. I don't know what happened. I think Twitch has reset some of my settings because usually we start and it plays like an ad. And usually it's late because usually the ads finish in like a minute from now, but they're already done, and I don't know what's happening. But hi everyone. I hope you're all doing good. I don't know if I remember how to stream. It's been like a friggin' month.
What to put here, but did you see they announced the new Spyro?
I did see that, Meowie, and honestly, I mean, they haven't shown us too much yet, so I don't want to get too excited too early. But I am excited. I am very excited. But yeah, it is good to be back. It definitely is good to be back. I miss doing this. So even though I'm not 100% yet, I don't know if you can hear it in my voice, but I am still a little bit sick. Obviously, I'm out of practice yapping for like hours.
You're a super puppy!
So we'll see how long I can manage to go. But oh my god, thank you so much. You guys are crazy already. All right, I need to properly catch up on chat. Oh my god. It hasn't played yet, but I see that alert. There it is.
Did you see they announced the new Spyro? Taylor, they released the new Spyro. Did you see that?
I did.
Taylor, the new Spyro.
I did see the new Spyro, and I'm so excited for it. I'm so excited for them to show us more than what they've already shown us. But let me try and catch up on chat. Because I actually haven't seen who got first today. Ribbons! Ribbons got first today. Wait, do I not see? Wait, there's a response. I was like, that's so weird. Have I seen the new Spyro? Tell me about the new Spyro. But Ribbons got first today for the 8th time. That's pretty cool. Thanks so much for that. And Hero was first in chat. It is great to see you. Cindy was also here very early. As is Yofro, part-time streamer. Correct. Oh my god. Meowie, hello. So many daily logs being redeemed as well. Game Freak, hello. Yes, welcome back, everyone. Italian Heister Anna is also here. We are, in fact, so back.
You're a super puppy!
And Meowie still is a clown, too. Alright, I need to catch up on all the subs and the gifted subs and the resubs, and all of that. Did you miss me, Pikachu? Pikachu probably did miss you a lot, Game Freak. It's not been pet in like a month. We are back to regular goofiness. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. Pokemon petting, check-ins. Shammy is also here. Hello, Shammy. It's good to see you. And then, alright, so let's get all of these subs and resubs in order, because these happened when I was still getting ready to go live. Lewis, thank you so much for 20 months. I do appreciate it. It is another month of beaver goodness, correct. And there's also a puppy scam. I just noticed that too. This probably... I don't know what the ratio of puppy cam versus puppy scam is going to be at the moment. Because right now, he was like under my feet. That's where he's sleeping. But like 20 minutes ago, he was downstairs in Ashma's room. So anything can happen really these days with puppy cam. Alright, and Yofro as well. Subscribe to the channel for 17 months. That's also a really long time. I do appreciate the support though. And then we had Karik for 22 months of being financially responsible, especially since this man is unemployed now too, and he's still keeping up the sub. Thank you. And yeah, early streamer. Yes, I know. I know. Meowie subscribed for 11 months. Thank you so much. And that is also the tier 3 sub, which is crazy. And thank you here. It's lovely to see you all again too. And I'm doing well, all things considered, Creek. Obviously, you know, 2026 has not been kind to me, but what can you do? Onwards and upwards, am I right? But yeah, Louis with the dance and Beaver as well. Hello. I don't know why I say hello. I already said thank you for the sub, but that was your first actual message in this chat before that, or outside of that. So, and then Hero gifted 5 subs to the community. And they went to Soldier, to Rocket Bobcat, to Nitney, to Lord French Fries, and to Crazy Oatmeat. Thank you so much. And I hope if any of those are watching right now that they will pop in and say thank you. And Vladios, hello to you as well. Welcome on in. You were surprised since it's an Activision Presents, since that isn't normally something to announce. That's true, but I do believe they have been quite involved in both the Crash and the Spyro remasters and on ensuing games. So I see it. I see it. And Eeks for 16 months. Thank you so much. Oh, Puppy's on the move. You just nudged my leg. Alright, Ribbons as well. Hello. That was your first chat message. I have seen a new Spyro. Don't think I saw that they announced a new Spyro. Yeah, I know. We need to talk about the new Spyro. There was a lot of new interesting games, especially in the Xbox showcase. Holy shit. Also, Ashman, I think it's much for 45 months, and that's a tier 2 sub. I appreciate it. Thank you. The Xbox showcase has made you angry that he can't have a job at the moment because goddammit, you want so much. The current Game Pass. Game Pass. You forgot first was the thing. That's totally fine. I was wondering what that was going to look like today. Everyone's going to be so out of practice, including me. I'm so glad I have most of my stuff for going live as automated. And then E gifted a sub to Vladios. Thank you so much for that as well. You would have gifted either way. Might as well gift to you. Been a month of non-stop gaming. It's true. True. Sitting here fighting for your life, trying to get your resub to go through because your fucking bank has made you change cars. Oh no, Game Freak. I'm sorry to hear that. Zalegsy, hello. How's it going? It's good to see you. Oh, Shammy, I'm sorry to hear your shoulder hurts badly. That's not good. Hopefully it will stop doing that. Alright, the 2020s have fucking sucked. Can we just skip to the 2030s? Yes, I agree with this. I agree.
Hi.
Hi. Hi, Mints. Yes, Toys for Bob, yeah. Did it just show a new Spyro? Did you see it? No, maybe we should watch it. Maybe we should watch it. And yes, Ari Veronica, State of Decay 3. We finally had a gameplay reveal for State of Decay 3 as well. Monster Hunter Wilds finally got their expansion announced. We knew it was coming, but now, you know, we've seen some of it. It looks freaking good. Not even tier 3, not a sip, I know. So Hype Train success! We got a tier 5 Hype Train. What emos did y'all get? I want to see it. This is, what is this? Turn up the volume is what I got. And Yofro as well. Oh, a lot of us. Have they just done a new batch? Since we all got the same one, I'm starting to think they've done a new batch. Not gonna be able to check on Bingo for a bit. No, that's totally fair. I need to look at Bingo too. I should also be looking at Bingo. I have not looked at any of the Summer Games Fest, but I have definitely seen... I've seen some people being like, oh, the Summer Games Fest is better than usual. And I'm just like... extra doubt, but okay. But Gary's E-Day will do a Game Pass. Halo you get on Steam, it's just more stable and will line up your achievements. Doom, you have the DLC already. You know, that's fair. That's fair. That's not so bad then, Creek. But yeah, Mint, thank you so much for 15 months. I do appreciate it. And as recently was able to get the PS2 port of Half-Life working on your PS3. Ooh. That sounds impressive. Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen that port. But that sounds really cool. Hope you're having a fun time with it. Oh yeah, so what was I watching? There was something that I was watching. We're like, oh, let's see what they announced on State of Play. No, I think that was when Monster Hunter was revealed. So, yeah. Yeah, no, that is fair, Eek. That is fair. But yeah, we did get a decently good hype train right at the beginning of the stream. But yeah, I'm glad I didn't watch Summer Games Fest. It was way more fun. I had way more fun looking at the Discord chatter from the people watching it. So what are we drinking? I have Fun Light with peach iced tea. I bought a new bottle because my other bottle needed to wash, and I was like, oh, I hate being bottle-less when my bottle was being washed. So I bought a new bottle. This one is tiny compared to usual. Game Freak, you figured it out! Yeah, the Saw one seems interesting. I don't know if it's good or bad interesting yet, but like if it's anything like what they did with like Texas Chainsaw Massacre, which honestly could have been so good. Could have been. But then and like it kind of was, but then it wasn't. Oh shit. Well, there's a sub goal. We've gotten 10 new subs today. Damn. You're hyped from what you've seen from the game showcases. PlayStation State of Play got you hyped with the new... Oh yeah, that's right, the new God of War game. To be fair, that did look pretty decent. Wolverine looked pretty mid to me, but that's just not my type of game. So I can see why people who like those type of games would be more excited. And yeah, a new Doom the Dark Ages DLC was announced, true. Yeah, and that's the thing, Outlast Trials is very fun. So... I'm willing to keep an eye on the Saw one. Yeah, that was an easy sub kill. We do, Shammy. We need to do more Outlast Trials. I've not played it in a while. But yeah, okay, so I'm basically mostly caught up on chat. So I do want to mention one thing. Some of you might have seen it already, especially since a lot of you have subbed, resubbed, and gifted subs even. We're testing out a new Twitch feature that they've added in my absence, which is called the Creator Badge. So if any of you think it looks like you have a Twitch drop happening right now, you kind of do. Because apparently we can now, or I as a creator can now basically make Twitch drops. So what I've done is that I've set it up so anyone who will be watching for, I've set it to at least 3 hours, but it is going to be for most of the month. You will get a badge that you can only use in my channel, but you can see Eek. So cute. You can just activated it. But yeah, when you're in my channel, once you have this badge, you can put a little Qui-Gon with a heart next to your name. So you get one that is just Qui-Gon for watching 3 hours. And the way Twitch has set this up is that I have to make one tied to subbing or resubbing or something, because I guess Twitch wants money, so I couldn't make it only watchable. But so if you sub, you get a little Qui-Gon but with a heart. So you get the cute one with the heart if you sub or resub or gift a sub within June.
31 and counting, Liz. It's awesome to see you back.
Higgy, thank you so much. 31 months, it's crazy. Crazy long. Thank you so much for the support. But yeah, so I think a lot of you now, you should get it from resubbing. Hang on, let me read the description again, because now I'm like, how is it supposed to work? Because if I open the thing, wait, can I not? No, I don't want to dismiss this message. I want to read more. Because it says sub for Qui-Gon with heart. It's so cute. It's basically, this is art that I already had. So this isn't something I even had to commission for this, but I probably would have if I didn't have any. But when I was at ESA a few years ago, I brought Qui-Gon and Tebow, and the resident artist for ESA, Mako Doodles, they drew both Qui-Gon and Tebow as part of like the ESA banner for that event. But yeah, it's so weird that it wouldn't give it to you, especially with a tier 3 sub. Like, that should definitely qualify. I wonder if my little like thing is broken, because before I had this little drop or reward badge that I could click on to see my progress, but that's not gone. So I'm like, where can I see my progress when I don't see that? But anyway, that's the art that I've also used for Puppy Cam before, so I kind of just repurposed it now into making a little cute badge. Yeah, but even if you pay $6 monthly, it should still give it to you. I feel like, anyway. But I guess, what do I know? If Twitch says no. I'm trying to look for it. Yep, Twitch do be weird. Okay, so that one doesn't want to load. What about my dashboard? Oh, for HMA too. Do you also do like subs with like 3 or 6 months at a time? There you go. Creator badge drops. Okay, so reward your viewers with a badge to celebrate your next special event. Once a viewer meets your gift, subscribe, or watch requirement, the badge is automatically rewarded. These badges can only be used in your channel. Each event can include a sub badge and a watch badge. You can create a new event once your current one has ended or been deleted. Okay, but can I not? I can't even look at my current events. I can only click to end it early, which we're not doing that. So I guess, huh? The drop, so the funny thing is, Yofro, I accidentally activated the drop last week because I was supposed to start streaming again last week, but then I forgot to delay it. So it technically started counting on the 3rd of June. So it's been active since then. It should say, yeah, because it's supposed to do recurring subs. It's supposed to. Ooh, have fun, Anna. Good luck with the battle pass. And thanks so much for stopping by. I do appreciate it. Alright. Oh god, this fucking FAQ page is so bright. I'm reading the fucking Twitch FAQ. Okay, so how to earn creator badges. Alright, when you complete a qualifying action during an active event, you'll earn the badge and can display it in chat in the channel. So offer available only on this channel until the end date and time. Yeah, but that's like the 28th of June, so it started on the 3rd, it's going until the 28th. Like, everyone who's done it today is well within the period. Will be awarded upon meeting the requirements during offer period for minutes watched or subscriptions purchased for the badge that are specified in the event's community callout. And the channel sub and gift sub model banners, okay? But only new subscriptions or gift subscriptions of any tier purchased on this channel during the offer period qualify towards subscription-based creator badge reward requirements. God, why did they make this so hard to say? But that's what it says in the FAQ. Only new subscriptions or gift subscription of any tier purchased during the offer period. That's dumb. That is really... Apparently not. I guess if you resub per month, that would count. But, like, it needs to, like, take the money out of your account. That's so dumb. I don't like that. I didn't know it was gonna work like that. Time to complain to Twitch. Yeah, apparently, Higgy. Like, screw people for resubbing at a discount by doing it in bulk, I guess. If you don't want to pay every month. Like, maybe. When is your next 6 month, Meowie, if I may ask? If you want to share, you don't have to. Because I wonder if it needs to be then before... What was my end date again? Ooh, yeah. Because I think it would need to be... Because the campaign ends the 28th of June. So... If I'm reading this correctly, it basically needs to deduct money for you. From you, sorry. By 28th of June, which is dumb. Like, you've already prepaid to be subbed this month. That should count. Well, at least you can still get to watch one. But yeah, the subscription or the gift reward, that one is mandatory. So I had to put in something that could only be unlocked by subscribing or gifting subs. The watch time was optional, which is like, of course I'm gonna do that.
Excited for Control Resonant?
I'm so excited for Control Resonance. I'm so excited, Carrie. We need to play it. I've been thinking if I wanna... Do we wanna, like, go do Control again on stream before it comes out? But I don't know. Maybe I'll just do it for myself as well. Well, if you get deducted money on June 11th, at least you can get it done. But that's still crazy. Because I set this up. Because at first I saw this thing be announced and I was like, oh great, I'll set up a badge with like watch time requirement. Cool. And then I went to actually set it up and I saw that I couldn't, or the watch thing was optional, but I had to do it by sub. And then at first I was like, well, I don't know if I want to do it. Because if people need to like pay for it, that doesn't feel good anymore. So then I decided not to, but then I was talking about it with some people and they're like, no, just set both, like it'll be fine because you've been away for a month anyway, so like everyone's subs and resubs will be procking and everyone will get it. And I'm like, you know what, that's true, let's do it. But yeah, no, apparently if you don't do it monthly, it's still a fuck you. We played Control 3 weeks ago for the 3rd time. I've not played it that many times. I need to get up my game. I thought you already licked walls enough earlier, but apparently not. That's the best thing about replaying those games, though. I got that in Alan Wake 2 as well. Replay the games, I'm like, was that here? I swear that wasn't here. Went back and checked it. No, it was definitely there. My first playthrough. I was like, hi, Ixie! I know. Honestly, I haven't played Quantum Break in so long. Get bit up, Alan, now. Not now. We're supposed to do game dev, or at least I'm supposed to try and do game dev. Which I guess we can switch on over because I saw someone is asking what we're working on. So So this is where we're at. This is I got radio. Hang on. Where's my goddamn radio? There. Right. I need to fix my chat display because I don't like my current solution is kind of hacky, but it works. Okay, so you replayed all Remedy games last summer, excluding only wait, which one? But yeah, so this is the game. What does the Remedyverse span? Does it include Max Payne and Quantum Break? I think Max Payne is debatable. I'm inclined to say yes, but it doesn't have to. But I would say yes. Like Quantum Break, definitely. Especially since it's even referenced in Alan Wake 2. Getting very nuanced answers. Yes. Yes. Yeah. Quantum Break is very important. And Max Payne is more so just for like there are references you probably won't get if you haven't played Max Payne, or at least have basic understanding of Max Payne. Anyways, last time we played these guys, I think she is broken somehow. I don't know what happened here. But last times these were just bodies that were A-posting. Oh, Death Rally, right. I actually haven't played that one. I kind of forgot about that one, not gonna lie. This is what their faces are supposed to look like.
You're a super puppy!
I've actually fixed their faces. And Higgy, thank you so much for gifting a sub to Ixie. That is very kind of you. But yeah, I've actually messed around with stuff. So this is what all of the faces can look like. I've just thrown on the neutral one for now. But what I am going to do eventually, and I don't know if it'll happen today, but you can see here, I've hooked everything together. And we've added like all the features and such. Ooh, a bit too much. Oh shit, I forgot about bingo. I forgot to start bingo. Thank you, Game Freak. You're covering my ass. Hey, did you get it, Higgy? Oh, I see it. Oh. It did work. I wish they could be global, but I also get why they aren't. Oh wait, was it you, Eek? Oh, okay, thank you, Eek. And Game Freak lied, said he was gonna fix it once he was done with his card. Which is why I assumed it was him. But thank you, Eek. I appreciate it. Alright, but yeah, so we have actually made like all the different things so we could put together a complete person. Because I've tried to do some during my month away, but I'm not gonna lie, I've had a hard time focusing, so I've not made a lot of progress. But this is where I started. Like, this is not done. This part, and like the stuff that's down here, this is done. Oh, you're still fighting to gift subs, right? I thought you were only doing your own resub. Fair. But yeah, this is where I was gonna start looking at trying to randomize it. And I don't know if this means that it kind of worked, because this is a different skin tone. But she also doesn't seem to have animations anymore, so I don't know what happened here. I left this in the middle of tinkering with it, so I have no idea what's happening. But I've tinkered a little bit with that. What I've also done is, hang on, if we click play, they can run. Right now, they have a behavior tree. They didn't have that last time I played. But literally, all it tells them to do is just go to this little coordinate that I put in here. That's all I've done. I was not drunk. I've just been depresso. But I wonder if I can fix the skin randomization thing. I thought I didn't do it. And I kind of just like, no, what? I can't focus. I'm going to leave it. But it looks like I did. But yeah, so it works. We're making progress. I don't know what I did with my character, because I was messing around with my own character. And you can see right now you can only see the skeleton. But I did also add, I don't think I have the same look, but I did also add like clothing and stuff to my own character. However, that put like the eyes and stuff. Yeah, I think it is. I don't know. I've not bothered to try and fix that. Too early. But I did try to add stuff to my own character as well. And it was there and it was visible, but then like the eyes and stuff would be in front of like the player camera, so it looked like things were sticking through. So I hid it so the player camera wouldn't see it, but that also hid it from my shadow. So I need to fix that. I don't know currently how to fix that. I'm trying to think, was there anything else I was tinkering with? I was tinkering with but yeah, here's the incredibly basic behavior tree that I made. It's literally set up to do a sequence, but the sequence contains a move to and then a move location. That's all. It's literally all I did with this so far. But yeah, I was tinkering with this thing. Right, the animation blueprint. You can see I've been messing with this too. Because I want to figure out how to make it so they can suddenly randomly play like... Oh, I think... Is that why the other one broke? It might be. Because my blend space isn't in here anymore. Right. This is what it's coming back to me. It's coming back to me. I made the state machine. I made a state machine. And then in here, I put default, and then I was going to try it. I don't even know if this is the right approach. I think that's what I did. Let me go back to the player. Because I think that's what I did. And that made it so I didn't see it anymore, but it also removed it from my shadow. And I was like, wait, isn't it supposed to still cast a shadow? Oh, shit.
Hey Taylai. Welcome back to streaming. Greetings from our honeymoon, Nick and Jay.
It's a married man, Nick Ski. Hi, I hope you're having a great honeymoon. Thanks so much for the welcome back in 26 months of the tier 3 sub. I appreciate it. All right, let me see. Yeah, this one. Owner no C, I have checked that. I went through and checked that for like all of these. And this one had it by default. But like for some reason, I see this. This one casts a shadow, but these don't. And I don't know why. I just realized, right, first person mesh. I'm not currently using this, but that is for stuff that I potentially do want to see in first person. But yeah, I added all of these. Married and already chained. R.I.P. Nixky. F's in chat. He's already been chained. I hope we're having a good time now. And thank you for sharing a picture in Discord. It was great to see. Yeah, you know what? You might be right, Ixie. The Shadowcaster is human and the non-Shadowcaster is a ghost. W? Nice. Oh my god, Yofro. But yeah, because if I end up unchained, I'll just show you, just to like compare. This one I almost debated actually leaving. Because if we compile all of these and we play, like, now you can see what I mean, right? You can see that there's something kind of sticking through my face. This is what I wanted to fix. And I can also look down and see my clothes. That is true. There's from one recently married person to another. But yeah, that's what I was trying to fix. Because I was like, well, this doesn't look very good. And even if you can kind of ignore this, it's hard to ignore the little thing that you see when you're like just running. I think that's like an eyebrow or something. I don't know exactly what it is, but it shouldn't be there. So yeah, I was able to figure out, okay, well, you can trigger, like, I guess more importantly, this one. Because now, you can see I can run around and I don't have that weird thing in my face anymore. I can still look down. It doesn't look good. But yeah, for some reason, it disappears. Oh, have I forgotten to add hair to my character? I think I have. I have. My character has no hair. Nixky! Thanks so much for the 100 biddies. For showing us your value sample. But yes, I'll have fun. Thank you. You've been married for 16 years. God, it's been that long, Iggy. It's a wild ride. Only thing you can say, never go to bed mad. The rest will fall into place. That is good advice. That is very good advice. I have forgotten to get my character here. So, let's just quickly fix that if I can remember. Skeletal mesh. I'll just put in head because it could also be like a helmet. Bean! It's so good to see you. Hi. I hope you're doing good. So let's put... Actually, let's have it visible at first. All right, which hair do I want to give my character? 126 months. That is a lot of months. I just saw that. That doesn't show up in my chat. 126 months of moderating my stream. That is a long ass time. Guzzle bear.
Bever?
Enormous big and grizzly bear noises of affection roar.
Thank you so much for 14 months, Guzzle bear. I appreciate it. Hope you're doing good. I am doing all right, Bean. All things considered, I'm doing all right. Thank you. Moderating might be a stretch. You know what? Fair. Oh my god, Higgy. I only just now understood what 0110 is for. That's amazing. Thank you, Guzzleberry. It is good to be back. All right, which hair do I want to give my character? This is what I gave to my NPCs. Obviously, this shouldn't work the same way once the game is done, but I want to have something for now. Maybe we do female hairstyle 1. Looks kind of nice. Oh, wait, hang on. Adult, female. Hairstyle 1. Now you can see because I haven't set it to actually follow yet. Just grab these a bit down. We'll grab in the head. And then we connect the head to the leader pose. And hey, it's connected. All right, so now, oh god. Well, now you can see even more clearly why the whole owner no can see thing is a problem. But you can see now I have it in my shadow, right? If you look at my chat, wait. No, okay, no, here I can clearly see that it's hair. So I have hair now. But if we cancel this out and we go in and we set owner no see. I no longer see it, which is good, but my character's back to being bald in my shadow, and I don't know why. Because when I was reading the documentation, it said that it should still cast a shadow, but it's not. But, oh my god, Bean, good catch. I didn't ask yet, are there bears in this game? Not yet, unfortunately. Not yet. One day. But unfortunately not today. But yeah, I don't know why. It's a bit silly. But yeah, I've made my character looks like this. I put the cashier outfit on just because, you know, this is supposed to be someone working in a bakery. And then for the customer, I just did something completely random. So now I'm like, oh, what was I working on? What should I actually try to focus on now? Thank you, Guzzlebear. I appreciate it. We'll have to sort it out at one point to get the bear in. But yeah, I haven't even done any rules or anything here. I think I made a boolean to see if something is, like, if they're talking or not, to then move into the conversation. Because if I, hang on, how do I do this again? Oh, I'm so rusty. It should be somewhere where, oh, is it here? I think, right, because yeah, this is like default, right? They're just standing here at idle. Because I think in default, yeah, this is where I put my blend space. So depending on angle and speed, they will move. So this is their default. They will either stand still or move. But then I want to happen is if they start talking to someone, it should switch to like an animation like this. But I've not actually made. I probably should be at that point now where I make basic systems. Because I have not gotten that far yet. And I'm honestly not even sure how. I'll be honest. I do, Eek, I do. But it's overwhelming. And I've had a hard time focusing for like the past month. So this is the best I've been able to do. Just gonna make you around for the day, but I'll be back. Well, I appreciate you stopping by and having us as part of your round. I feel like my voice is already going. This is not good. We're like 40 minutes in to the stream, and my voice is already getting ready to tap in. All right. Focus. What should we work on at the moment? Or should I just document shit? Or like plan stuff? I know! It feels like, I don't know what it actually feels like. It does not feel like 40 minutes. I can tell you that. Oh, I was like, what did I make changes to? And I don't think I actually did. I just took this one on and off again. I do, Ixie. Gonna get my saltwater gargle. Yeah, no, I do appreciate that, Karik. But yeah, I was already thinking, and I think I even said it in Discord that like there is a chance today isn't as long of a stream, just to kind of like get back into the flow. Okay, so Eek says, think of what my gameplay loop is and ask yourself, can I do this? If not, start making that doable. Because that's one of the reasons why, and this is probably now not what you said, but one of the reasons why I started messing with the behavior tree was because I was thinking, well, if I'm going to be in here and pretending that, because let's say that I now have customers, right? I need to open up my store, and I wanted to make sure that these could kind of simulate. Because ideally what I would want to happen here, I mean, obviously there's going to be some elements of like, they're not all going to come in. Like I would want some people to just kind of show up and walk past. They're also currently running. I need to figure out how they can walk. Because even though they should be able to run if something is urgent, I need to figure out how their default speed goes to walk. Because they're currently in a hurry no matter where they go. But, they should be coming in, and I should be like, hello, welcome to bakery. May I take your order? So maybe it's time actually that I import my cash register asset and start building a way to interface with that. Because these guys should be coming in. They should basically go to wherever the cash register is. So like if we end up doing like multiple layouts or whatever, they shouldn't need to be given like a coordinate. They should be just like find a cash register, find that like actor and go to that. But for now, just to make sure that the running and stuff was working, I just gave them a coordinate because that's easier. The rest can come later. But yeah, I would want them to like come in, find a cash register, and start forming like a queue. And then I need to be here to be like, welcome, may I take your order? Are you here to see a puppy? Are you here to buy a donut? I don't know. And yeah, then they should grab something to eat and go sit down and eat. Or they should go pet a dog or something. I don't know. And then that could also work via waypoints. But yeah, maybe it's time. Where is my cash register? Because I do have a cash register asset. I think I have it in here. Because they made one for me. The people that I've gotten asset packs from, because like the characters are a paid asset pack, but they also made me cash register. It's here. We have an FBX file. Cool. It would be funny if you add a thief and he would wear a Payday 3 mask. That would be funny. So no, I'm sorry to hear that, Game Freak. Hopefully though, like you can gift subs another day if you're doing it for the badge, I mean. But although then again, I see that you already have the badge, so that's not what you're doing it for. Wait, what is Sandy City? I don't know what Sandy City is. Oh, the music! the music. It just clocked. I'm slow. I've not done this for a month. I'm slow. I'll put it in... I'm trying to think of which folder. I might need to create a new folder. Because these are my asset packs and stuff. Like, I'm using the free version currently of the animals. This one I think was here by default. This is the paid pack. This was the default one. This is a free pack. And this one I don't even know. I'll probably use it. That is true. Winner of the Doom the Dark Ages quiz. I still have the chocolate. I don't know what to do with the chocolate. And yes, it is showing music in the bottom left. That is true. Yofra is right. Twitch loves money. They just hate user accessibility. Yes, I still have the chocolate skull. Because, like, on one hand, I feel like I should eat it. Because, you know, it's a chocolate skull. But on the other hand, it's a one-of-a-kind chocolate skull. The real question is who won the Scooby-Doo Night of 100 Fried Squiz? Easy. That was the Guzzle Bear. God, I just realized something you guys haven't even seen. You guys. Hang on, I might need to stand up for this. Doom the chocolate skull, I know. I got a tattoo. I didn't tell anyone about this. But like a week ago, I got a tattoo. Isn't he cute? It's a little Eevee. Also, yes, there is also a dragon on my arm. It's just a little guy. I guess you do, Yorfo. I guess you do. But yeah, no, I was at Comic-Con with my friends, and I felt so bad because I was already getting sick at that point, so I would just, like, put on a little mask and everything, and I was trying to, like, be responsible. But then my tattoo artist was there. And I was like, oh, I'll stop by, you know, talk about the pop print stuff that I want to do, which I booked an appointment for. It's going to be this weekend. And then she had flash tattoos. And I looked at them and I saw the Eevee and I'm like, gosh darn, that thing is so cute. And then, like, the guy that was working the booth with her, he was also like, I could tell you're eyeing something. Which one are you eyeing? And I was like, it's the Eevee. It's so cute. And then it's just like, yeah, it's really cute. And then he saw me, like, eyeing it for a bit more and he's like, what if you get that now, I'll knock the price down for you. Yes, the one a week ago. Yes. So I was there, walking around in my mask, being sick as fuck, but my friend bought me a ticket to go with her, so I was like, I'll be supportive. But yeah, I ended up getting no, I was on my own, or rather, my friend, I guess, brought me there. Because she bought my ticket and everything. She wanted to go really badly, and she was like, well, I don't want to go alone, so for your birthday, I'm just going to get you a ticket to go to Comic-Con with me. And I'm like, okay, well, thank you. So yeah, it was just us hanging around. But yeah, I walked by my tattoo artist, saw that, and then they offered to knock down the price too, and I'm like, fuck, well, now I have to. I have to get a little Eevee on my arm. So yeah. You should eat. You should. Right, yeah, I've not paid attention to bingo at all. I can tell you, puppy scam. It's definitely happened. Because Tebow's still sleeping under me. Which I know he knows to use the bed, so. No, that's totally fair. That's totally fair. I mean, I didn't really do anything there. Like, it was my friend who really wanted to see, because she wanted to see Jared and Samantha, who were there, like, celebrity guests. So, we went there, we went to their panel Q&A thing. And then apart from that, we kind of just roamed, looked at all the booths, bought some things. I bought a paper lantern for Aishma, it's really cool.
Hydrate
I do need to
before you
hydrate.
dehydrate, homies.
Yes, thank you. I'm still getting used to this new bottle. It's a bit different to drink from than what I'm used to. But if you watch H streams, actually, no, he filters out his backgrounds. You wouldn't see him, but it's behind him. He needs to not filter his background so you can see his cool paper lantern. All right, we can maybe put it in interiors. We'll put it in the mesh folder because, yeah, I think it would fit in here. All right, so how do I import? Wait, import. Have I not extracted it? Oh, it is still a zip. Oops. Okay. Extract. Right, now cash register. Don't die, please. I never remember wanting to check and uncheck here. I don't think it's a lot. It's like definitely this. Guzzle Bear, you are helping. Thank you so much for the daily log. There's 320 logs in total. Yeah, I think I usually do defaults. There was one of the courses was like, oh, you can check for this one setting. And I don't remember what that was.
So Game Freak 7 for to wants to hear a joke. How can a kangaroo jump higher than the Empire State Building? Of course, the Empire State Building can't jump.
Not wrong. Not wrong. Hope you enjoy that joke. Wait, there were issues? No smoothing group information was found. Please make sure to enable the export smoothing groups option. Okay, so let's look for... Wait, but that looks... I mean, it looks fine. Did they? I don't know. I don't know much about this at all. It is an FBX, yes. It is specifically an FBX that also has a texture for PNG file in a separate folder. Oh my god, Guzzlebear, yes. So we watch Hoppers, for anyone who doesn't know in chat. We watched Hoppers on Saturday for Discord Movie Night, and it's so good. Sure, I can send it to you. All right, there we go. Thank you. Oh, that's why the overlay. Okay, I see why the overlay is fucked in my OBS thingy. I know, with the fucking beady eyes, I just could not. And with Ashma afterwards too, we were talking about it, and it was like, I could not with how fucking cute those animals were. Okay, so I'll clear this. Do I delete these again? They're technically not saved right now. Sound like Kingdom Hearts. I know, the fur looked so good too. Oh, thank you so much for redeeming my mask as well. I need to catch up and see if I have any unfixed redeems. I probably do. But thank you so much for redeeming that. I'm gonna have to make sure I sort those out. There might be a bit of a queue. Actually gonna check how bad is it. Because not gonna lie, I've completely not thought about that in like a month. I have 4 requests. So to anyone who's redeemed it, I am really sorry. Or I guess 3 that have been pending since last month. I will get on that. Oh, Gabrick is so good. Watch it. It's fucking so good. Like, I expected it to be good, but it was still better than what I expected. Which is high praise, I know. My bongo cat as well. You watched it in 4D on release? What does 4D mean these days? Do they do stuff like if there's like water splashing, they splash you with water? I know there's a cinema in Legoland that does that. The bear sneezes on you? Yeah, exactly. The bear sneezes and you're just like, yeah. Moving seats, water, wind, smell. What would that entail in that movie? God damn it, Mint! Oh my god. Oh my god, please, Game Freak, Project Hail Mary is so good. Speaking of, I have the popcorn bowl right here. Oh wait, hang on, the wrong way. It's so good. There's a lot of movement. Fair. Because I've only had one experience with a 4D like cinema, and it was at Legoland. It was like a gimmick thing. Okay, download the file. I will put it in here. And then... Okay, so I'm gonna, I guess, delete this one for now. Oh, was it just the Yeah, it was just the FX. Okay, so this is what you sent me. I don't need to extract or anything. Wait, hang on. There, asset packs. Cash register fix. And then everything is just import, right? Oh wait, you just re-import from new file. I just noticed that. Okay, so this one. There. Re-import with new file. And then cash register fix. Open. It's a nice Game Freak. All right, we have a cash register. So I guess it now works. Didn't throw any errors or anything, at least. Hi, Names. How's it going? I hope you're doing good. Now we can earn some money, correct. So I know this should become a BP, but I kind of just want to have a look at it first. I want to get a sense of this thing. Oh, look at that. We have a little cash register. Most movies don't know how to actually use the 4D, so it sucks there, but if you know how to use it correctly, it's so good. That is fair. Because, yeah, I think I was in the middle of talking about it. Okay, no. Sorry, I saw her arm with the shadow, and I was like, wait, this should change how she looks. I thought it works. And oh my god, Juro! Welcome in. How's the sound hill? Did you PB? Did you get your... God, what was you going for? I forget the number. But I am back. Oh, did you not get it? Oh, no! I'm so sorry. Juro Raiders, welcome on in. Hi, Galen. I don't think I got a texture. It gave me a color. It's giving me this. But no, I don't think I have a texture. Anyways, welcome. In case it's your first time here, my name is Talia. I usually do retro and horror games, but I also make my own game. Or rather, I've just started making my own game. And I've been gone for a month because of real life shit. My dog passed away, unfortunately, and I've also just been sick, which is why my voice sounds like it does right now.
Pat, pat, pat.
Thank you, Names. And yes, thank you so much for choosing us to write into. It is good to be back. You know, I think I just got this color, and I don't understand what I'm looking at. Hang on. Like other textures in general. Here, specifically for my items, that is. Thank you, Jiro. I've been kind of like lurking on Twitch for like the past month. I've not been very chatty with people. But it is good to be back. I will try to be more sociable again now that I'm getting into the routine of, like, there was actually a whole week where I just didn't even turn my PC on. Also, Cindy, I'm so sorry. Hang on. Okay, who got bingo? Cindy got bingo. Someone got second bingo, because then I see a third bingo. And now we're on ad break. Meowie got third bingo. Alright, let me just fucking open the bingo thing. But yeah, so for anyone coming in, we're testing creator badges for the first time. Game Freak got second bingo. Congrats. But yeah, because I'm back after my dog passed away, and he's been a part of my channel for like he was almost 12 years, which is also around when I started streaming. So like he's been there since forever, basically. Hi Seabox. So I wanted to make a little badge to remember him by. So we're using the Twitch creator badge feature now. And thank you, Dope. I appreciate that. It's I'm surprised I'm actually able to talk about this now without crying. That's like a first. But it's been a month, so I guess it's about time. But yeah, so anyone watching for at least 3 hours until like the 28th of June, you can get a little badge of him sleeping next to your name when you're in my chat. You can see some people in chat already have him with the heart, because if you sub or gift sub or resub, you get the little heart sub as well. And the ad just started, so I'm really sorry. Of course, it would start right after the raid. But yeah, my cash register. I should probably just immediately make this a blueprint actor. See if we can get a paid collab with the Payday franchise. I don't know how that would fit with my game. I don't know if I even want that to fit in my game, but hey, maybe. But maybe we should make this into like a blueprint and not just use the mesh, because we want this to be interactable. So let's do a blueprint. It would be an actor, right? Because it should not be possessed. Wait, hang on. Should it? Ooh, right. You read your previous message. Sorry. I'm losing track. What was your previous message? I'm just gonna click on your name. It's easier. Delete the color material in the mesh you import to use the material you use for everything else. Okay. Let me cancel this. So delete the color. Yes, delete the color. I guess I'll just force delete it. Actually, maybe not yet. Okay, but in the cache register, you said to use the material you use for everything else, which I guess for a reference. So M cartoon. Ooh, I would personally just spontaneously, I would say not use the app, mostly because they overcharge you. Oh, I don't think that helped. I do not think that helped, Eek. Wait, never mind. Did it help? I think it just took a moment to load. I think it helped. Thank you. Fucking, my brain is all over the place. All right, cool. I'll take it. So save. Honestly, it even looks better than whatever this was. So, no, it's fine. There. I am gonna rename it just so you can like follow the naming convention of everything else. There. All right. But now that we actually have our static mesh for the cache register, which I am wondering if actually, hang on, Eeks, if you have this now and you had it in Blender, Is it openable? If I decide that I want to like open the drawer at any point, is that something I can do? Because that is something
You
I'm
are a
like,
super
do I want to
puppy.
do that? Also, Game Freak, thank you so much for gifting 5 subs to the community. Going to Solid Plasma, Spook G, to Dope, Neil and Kerr, and Cindy. Probably not. I figured as much. I figured as much. But now I know for sure. Thank you. All right, so back into my here blueprints. I mean, if you would be down, please feel free, but it's not super urgent. But I'm also thinking, hang on. So this is, I guess, a question for Eek or any other game that's a chat. Yes. Oh my God. Yes, Juro. Sorry, and to all the raiders as well. I forgot to mention. Sorry, I'm not used to doing this anymore. It's been a month, but raiders. And Juho, if you need to like raid and run, that is totally fine. Take care of yourself. Make sure to stretch your legs. Make sure to hydrate. Have something to eat if you need to. Like, take care of yourself. You've been hanging out with Juho for I don't know how many hours he's been streaming today, but a lot. So yes, take care of yourself. And if you do still want to come back here afterwards, like we have anonymous followers, so you can click a follow button and we don't have to out you unless you want to. But you can come back later at a time that works better for you. So yes. No. Chew, he can run. And yes, I agree. We need to chat. It's been a while. But yeah, thank you for the raid. I do appreciate it. That's so weird, a game freak. I don't know why it would do that. But right. The question I was gonna ask, because I'm thinking, if I want to interact with my my cash register at any point, and now I have not 100% made up my mind on whether I want to like you know, you click on the cash register and it kind of like drags it forward and you click on like the individual buttons. I don't know how much in detail I want to go there. Does it need to be a pawn or should it be an actor? Because I'm wondering if it needs to like receive it. You don't? Okay. I'm basically torn between pawn or actor. Just actor is fine. Cool. Thank you. Thank you. All right. BP cash register. All right. Time to remember how to do this. Because this... God, it's been so long. I don't remember if I need to add something or if I can just immediately add in the mesh. No, because this is like the root. I think it needs to have a separate static mesh like so. And here, yeah, here is where we can find our cash register. I'm gonna make that the root though. Remember what Queso said? Fun simulator game must have action to beat up someone. I'll be honest, I don't watch Queso, but noted. The most important feature for my game is petting the dogs. Like that's the main thing that we need to make. Right, we now have a cash register. And honestly, to start with, that's kind of all we need. We can now start using this. Although I think, do I want to rotate it in? No, I think it's fine as it is here. We'll rotate it here. I used to, hang on. I grabbed the wrong one. Grab this one. There you go. It's a high busted stuff. It's really hard to grab from this angle. There. Just for now, I'm putting it here. Because yeah, I'll need to fix so they actually run for the register. Because obviously right now they don't care for it existing. But we can come over here. I'm trying to think. What would it look like? Because these guys are going to queue up here. And we will have to walk over here to be like, welcome to, I don't know, insert name of Dog Cafe Bakery. How can I help you? How do we make that look like? Do they get speech bubbles? Do we make it like an interface. You kind of just walk here, click this button, and it takes you up to like where they tell you what you want and you start. Because I also want to... I'm trying to think. Yeah, I definitely need to do that, Matek, and I don't know how to do that yet. I think bubble might be best. I don't think I want to make it too complicated with an interface. I'm not going to add voice. Not as right away, at least. Maybe as a stretch goal. But for now, I'm totally fine with, like, I don't know, the Animal Crossing approach at most, where it's like gibberish, but you can see like a speech bubble thing. But you know what? Let's try to make them line up. Let's make that our first goal. So how do I make like a line? Do I make like waypoints that automatically follow like the blueprint? Is that what I do? You're gonna have free roam forcing the player into cutscene when they can't even have to listen to it. Yeah, no, I agree. It was one of those things where I stopped here to think about it and I was like, don't think I like locking you into an interface right here. But yeah, we need to have... So this one should be movable, because if I decide to have like a different design, or if we have like multiple like cafes, they should be able to just be like, this is where the cash register is, and I want to create a line like behind it. Just out of curiosity, can you add stuff like waypoints? Oh god, there's actually a lot you can add in here. I'm wondering if it would make sense to make it in here. Probably not. Yeah, there's no viewpoints here, but I think... God, I'm so rusty. Because I know these are all actors. I'm trying to remember how, because there was one of the test games that we made that had like spawn points and stuff. Which obviously that's not quite the same. But it kind of is. Because I think that was a waypoint that we just added like spawn logic to. So at this point we would want to like make like a queue waypoint. I think. I'm gonna look this up. Oh wait, hang on. Apparently I have a bunch of okay, so Mazak says this could live inside a register as an array of locations transforms. You would add as many as you need and set them in editor by exposing the array. It can put something together in blueprints if you're looking for a reference. Ooh, honestly, if you could, I would definitely love that. Because it does sound kind of useful. Because yeah, I would want them to be able to just kind of detect where this is. And then we can go into like the behavior tree. Because right now, you can see this is like the most basic ass behavior tree you've seen in your life. Because it only has a move to node where I made like a move location. And all I did in the move location was that I kind of picked a random location just to be like, all right, let's make sure they can move. Let's make sure they can walk. So that's literally all they do right now. But I want to replace the move to with like a move to detect. I want to go to the cash register. Like that's going to be like, I want to move to the cash register. So depending on where that is, that can be moved around, and they're still going to be like, all right, with my nav mesh, how do I get there? Right. I was like, what was I looking at? I was going to look at something because I had some, right. This is what I was looking at last time. This is what I was half working on. Randomizing skeletal meshes. Okay, so go to register and it would work out from there. Yeah, exactly. That's what I want to. And to be fair, now that I actually have the BP, because I didn't have that before. I'm so rusty in behavior trees. Where are my variables? Like, should I not have something on the left side? Okay. Right, so here's where I set it to. Where I just set like this location. But we need to... Oh, where do I make the logic again? Yeah, it's been so long since I've done this. Let me find some of my references. God, I have so many tabs open. Why is my page not working? Look. Alright, let me just go for the main page. Right, I think it's because Game Dev TV are reworking their site. I think this was the one I was referring to. Wait, no. No, this one. No! Why is it not working? To be fair, it does say on the website they're experiencing regional connectivity issues and are actively working on a solution. So I think that's why I can't access it right now. God damn it. Yeah, I was gonna look up a reference to like how I did this when I was working with the behavior tree last time. Because I was using a behavior tree before. But what do you mean, Matek, when you say you can do it inside a blueprint class? Because my thought was that in here I can build like sequences. So that like if, and I don't know exactly how I'm gonna solve the technical parts of this yet, but like first of all, they're gonna be like just default, they're just gonna like walk by. But then if they get like, I don't know, because I want it to feel kind of like a living city, right? So they should just walk across and despawn basically. But if, let's say maybe, I don't know, 10% of the people that walk past come in. So they should basically kind of spawn like a desire to, I don't know, get a donut, pet a dog. So you think I shouldn't do the behavior tree at all? Okay. So where would the logic go then? Inside here? Like in the event graph for the actual customer? Eat a dog, pet a donut? Yes, exactly. Okay. Didn't even consider that, not gonna lie. Yeah, I've also messed with, this is in the animation blueprint, where I also want to set different states based on like, at least I was initially thinking, based on like what the behavior tree currently has them doing. But maybe that can also be done. Because in here, we can grab these variables and set them. Yeah, I was thinking behavior trees might be good. Because at least in one of my courses, we used these too. God, what was we did with those again? I don't remember. What a quote. But yeah, obviously this example right here is really rough because it was just very early to get something going. But it's supposed to be, or at least what I envisioned was more sequences and obviously more actions in each sequence as well when certain conditions are met. Because that's what I thought, that this would be easier way to do it. Like if they want to have like a, I don't know, if we build it so like they get like a want. So like 10% of the actors that spawn out here would like spawn with a want, and that want is what would make the behavior tree go like, if want, go here. No, that is totally fair. I don't either. I'm very much learning this as I go. So that was at least my logic for starting to make a behavior tree. And yeah. Because I'm honestly, because I am using C++ as well. Not that I've done a lot in here yet. You can see here is where we set up that to trigger the behavior trees, for example. And this is also where I set up a little loop so that I can have as many customers active at a time, and all of them will make sure to actually run the behavior tree. Not a lot of code yet, but we can C++ things as well, if that makes more sense. Which it will for certain things. This sounds familiar. And I can't place it and it's bothering me. What is this? This is also Zelda. This is a lot of Zelda. Thank you. That was somehow not what I had open at the moment. So all of the ones that I had open was about randomizing skeletal meshes, and then I just completely ignored that when I started stream today. All right, let's look at this. It's a lot of, oh god, he's so snory. I don't think you can hear him, but he's so snory. And as I said that, he just started dreaming. I can hear him like fake run on the floor. See, I'm reading about this. This feels like what I should do. Yeah, you could have a Boolean key that is called isLightOn, which the behavior tree can reference to see if the value has changed. If the value is true, it could execute a branch. Exactly, yeah, because this is the sort of stuff that I want to do. Obviously, not exactly like if value true, the roach will flee, but like this sort of like general thing where they can check for values and then like if this, do that. State trees. I didn't even know about state trees. Interesting. Is that new in like 5.8 or is that also in, because we're in 5.6 still? Suddenly I'm doubting myself. You refuse to know? Fair. Totally fair. We're still in 5.6. It's in there. It doesn't show up if I search for state trees. Oh wait, no, there it is. It's one word. Never mind. Yeah, they exist. They do in fact exist. We are learning all the things. Oh god. Yeah, you know what? General purpose hierarchical state machine. No. Let's look at the quick start guide. Yeah, because this is what I was using earlier. We're like seeing the player and proceeding to chase them. And I was like, well, I don't need that. What I need them to do is see the cash register and go there. But yeah, I just ended up putting like, go there. Yeah, I can't. I've been not streaming for a month. I've been grieving. I can't immediately KO my brain day one. Unfortunately. But yeah, and honestly, I'm fine continuing to use my behavior tree because looking at this looks like it makes sense. Like I can make my behavior work with this, or my AI people work with this. I feel like I don't need to do this because I already have like a working behavior tree. Actually, hang on, there's a few things here because I was talking about this earlier. Because one thing that I currently have that is not really bothering me, but also kind of really bothering me is no, not there. I think it would be in here. What was it? What did I say? Oh shit! Oh my god! It's a Stevie raid! Hi Stevie. Welcome on in, Raider. How is your stream? Did you make more progress with your game? What were you working on? I'm trying to But welcome on in, everyone. Welcome Plobby. Welcome Stevie, of course. Welcome Boom. Welcome Cass Makes Games, Animated Jenny, and Morango. You're being educated on level sequences. Well, you're in luck. I'm being educated on behavior trees. But I am working on my own game. In case it's your first time here, first of all, hi, my name is Talia. I usually do retro and horror games, but I'm also making my own game, making my first game. Hi, Odd. When I say Plobby's name, you say it letter by letter. Okay. Plobby 3D. God, my voice is already struggling. But yeah, I've not done as much as I wanted to for the past month. So I'm trying to get back into the groove now, though, because my dog passed away a month ago, so it's been really hard to focus. I'm trying to get back into the flow of everything, and yeah, my voice has been wrecked. I've not been streaming for a month. It's been a struggle, but we gotta get back to it. So, but we've done a few things. Eek has helped me fix my cash register. Look, I have a cash register now. If I click play, these guys will actually run. We're currently looking at behavior trees because I want to do more than just because right now they've just been told to move here. Oh, thank you, Sotolbo, and I'm so sorry for your loss as well. It's tough. Like nothing prepares you for it. I had him for nearly 12 years. And yeah, exactly. Run, don't walk into your local dog cafe. Correct. But yeah, we're learning about behavior trees, and that actually has been a thing that kind of bothered me, that they are in fact running. I want them to walk unless they get like a more urgent thing, then they should start running. But I got some good resources from Attack that we're currently reading about. Because character movement, hang on. But yeah, I cannot promise that today will be a long stream, but if you guys want to hit that follow button, follows here are anonymous. You don't have to get outed in chat unless you want to. You can come and stick around another time because I will be streaming more again from now on. You want to hit the follow button? Hey, thank you. Just like that. That's what it will look like. And thanks so much for the follow. Right, customer. Because yeah, my movement. Because it says here, max walk speed. Okay, it says in this example, it's set to set it to 120. But I already changed this. Where is it? Yeah, so my max walk speed in this case is 300, which seems like it's fast. Gamion has gotten some pretty sweet AI out of behavior trees. Good. Good. You can add a simple task to the BT that changes the character speed. Ooh, so you add that to the behavior tree. Because I already lowered this. Wait, where is it? There? The max walk speed. But then I'm like... Because is there no separation between like walk and like run? Because I want him to like... Oh, I don't know what I did. It's because I clicked play here and not in my main thing. But, no, Game Freak, why would they do that? You brought Morango, the champion of animation help on Twitch? Excellent. Right, so I'll show you guys a little bit of what I currently have set up. So here's my animation blueprint for my character. So what I ended up doing was that I made a state machine for locomotion. Within my state machine, it's set to default. And then within default, here's where I have my blend space. So yes, I am using a blend space for the walk animations, which I didn't finish setting up because I had an issue with the animations, which is what I went when I went to Odd to be like, help. And I never actually got around to finishing it. I added this one, and then I didn't get around to finishing the rest. But I will. But for now, it's also not super urgent because that's like the sideways and backwards, which at least for my NPCs, they don't do that. And I'm in first person, so you can't see that I also don't do that like properly. So I kind of just like, I'll put that on pause for now and get distracted as I always do. But yeah, I want him to like walk. Like I want him to have the ability to run. Because like obviously, I don't know. Let's say something scary happens or they get very excited to see a dog. Then they might want to run. But just walking into the store, I want him to like walk. You know, they just casually walk. Maybe once they come in here and they see, like, they stand here with the register and be like, oh, that's a cute dog over there. Maybe then they'll run and like, oh, I gotta pet the dog. But until then, they should walk. And it does also have in the blend space. Can I preview it from in here? Yes. So it does have walking animations. Just to like make sure that that's pointed out to. It does have, like, they can walk. There's even like a fast walk. But right now they just run. But there is an option for walking. I don't remember if I actually finished fixing this. Because this one also had an issue. Because this one wasn't set up. Because the problem was the asset pack that I bought, like all of these here, like up and down until this one, they are all from the asset pack that I bought, but it was missing a bunch. Like it didn't have like walk sideways and walk backwards. So I asked them about it and they sent me those separately, but those are set up differently. So I've been trying to like make them compatible basically. The walking and running are controlled by the blend space. You can remove all the you can remove all the side anims and use idle, walk, run. Okay. But yeah, the main reason I was using a blend space was because I was thinking my own character would use the same one. And I kind of just slapped it into the enemies as well. But maybe, or not enemies, the AI. Maybe the AI don't need them then. So, hang on. There, I was like, where did my blend space go? Okay, so in the detail for vertical, so like here. I'm trying to look. I've not looked too much here. You might be right. Because these are just the values. All right, yeah, because this one was set to being a max 100. So is this not? Is this the one I would need to change? The vertical axis? Hang on, let me read everything again. You said. Yeah, because I think default, my own character. Hang on, my own character, which is here. Oh god. Has max speed of 600. So I foolishly probably thought, okay, well then I go to my customer and I'll like, they should be like, I don't know, half that. So I put it to 300. So they should be walking at a max of 300. So then, ooh, okay, so does that mean, hang on, blend space. So this one then should go to 600, like so. Oh god. Your character still run at 300. I don't know if this is the value you're talking about changing. Obviously, these now need to be moved because this is like fucked. But oh wait, hang on. Where is snap to grid? Sorry, I'm still very much new at all of this. I'm fucking blind. Oh wait, there it is. No wait, it was off. No, you said to check it, right? Like this. So if we set it back to, I think I had it at 100. We say snap. Oh, okay. Okay, well, we'll set it to 600. Just move the run to top. Oh, that's okay. Because I think I was using shift earlier. Okay, so the run. Wait, is that not the run? Wait, which one did I move? Wait, this is, I fucked something up here. Hang on. So this is the run. This one should go all the way up. Is this one now at, yeah, so angle 0, speed 600. And this walk fast can be, so walking is 300, 450? Or is it 450? I don't know. Almost. 0. There we go. Customer, damn it. Thank you so much for the help with this, by the way. Okay, and then this one. That was almost. You know what? I'm just gonna 300 it. All right, so now 300 should be here, right?
Hydrate before you dehydrate, homies.
Thank you so much for the hydrate. Hi, Carlson. And Kuro, she was beautiful, like code that compiles in the first try, but also you just knew that there was something deeply wrong with her, like code that compiles in the first try. That is beautiful. Thank you so much for sharing. I hope you were doing well. It's good to see you. Thank you for the hydrate reminder. Definitely needed that. Okay. I'm just gonna delete this one for now. It's not like I'm currently using it anyway. All right, because yeah, all of these are just like, it's just, I put idles in preparation for making a whole tree, and then I realized I didn't have it. So yeah, we have idle. Up to 300 is walking. 450, you're walking fast. Pacing fast. And then 600, we're sprinting. Welcome back, Seabox. I guess we'll try and save. So would that be enough to like, oh god. But now they're so fast in comparison. Compared to the animation. But they're walking. I might need to slow them down. Hang on, let me look at that again. No, they're too fast. They're too fast. And yes, they're twinsies basically in the outfit. Because I started, when I was talking to you, I didn't finish it. I have too many things open. It's not finished. I started doing this. And I don't even know if it worked. It shouldn't be 600 in speed, because if I go into the movement component, their max walk speed is 300. So I think that is 300. I'm gonna try and set it to 2. What happened? Why did her shirt change when it changed to walk speed? Huh? Is it because I haven't compiled? Why? Why is the walk speed affecting this? Maybe. But like, I don't know why this would get affected by the walk speed. Alright, so adjust placement on the grid to make them fit. Trying to think, how would I even do that? Oh my god, thank you so much for 3 streams in a row. That's what that button does. It shares how many streams you watch in a row. And you can start sharing them at, I believe 3 is the first one you can actually share. Yeah, because that's, oh god. So the animation plays way too slowly, but the speed itself feels better for walking. But yeah, that animation played way too slow. You only got 76 streams in a row. That's so many, Z-Box. What do you mean? Let's have a look. I think the speed might be fine. I still don't know how. Also, why did that only happen to one of them? All right, so you just move like this one down. Like we can put it at 200. Oh, that's already looking a lot better. Like, it's not perfect. Wait, her shoes! Everything broke. Her shoes. Oh my god. And again, only one of them. I don't know what happened here. Oh wait, her eyebrow, everything is... Did her skeleton increase in size? Oh yeah, I keep forgetting that you can do this. I did it earlier. It's just easier to see when I see them like also walking. We probably need to move this one too, a little bit. She would be considered big bone probably, but why? Like, what happened? Like, I don't necessarily want to. Oh god, no, that's not even fixing it anymore. Never mind. But I think my random node has done something because she keeps randomly switching skin color. Some probably would, Eek. Some probably would. What did I do? Because, like, this is the actual mesh. Like, all of them are doing the same. I'm so confused. Like, that's still... Like, it's still the same. Like, the mesh is the leader, as it should be. Why? Why are you like this? Why would you do this to me? Because, like, it's still there. Like, I don't even know if I can mess around with resizing it. No, this just, like, moves it and oh god. Wait. Oh, as soon as I hit save, it's not fixed anymore. I was like, well, I fixed it. Turns out I did not fix it. Are they all loaded at the same time? Why is it flickering when I do this? Apparently I need to not hit compile. As soon as I hit compile, it breaks. But yeah, this is the stuff I started to try and mess with to try and make randomization, but it's not working yet because I didn't finish it, so of course it's not working. I think I need to take a quick break, kind of gather myself before I continue. You can tell that I haven't streamed in a month. No, because I do it in the construction script at the moment. Which I also believe, isn't the construction script also only done once? Or would it make more sense to do it here? Because I wonder, it could also be, I wonder if this, to be fair, I haven't actually finished this. I should probably just, like, not have that connected. Didn't change anything. Okay, so every time I change something in the blueprint, edit a value, the construction script will fire off. That's why it's flicking. Got it. So hi, Adder. Got it. So it makes sense to keep them in the construction script then. just like in general. Because what I initially want to happen, like, you know, when we're actually more into the game, is I want to have, because right now the axes are just sitting here. Now they're both broken. But I want to have like spawn points that just kind of spits one out every so often. And at that point, whenever a new one is spit out, I want it to not look like the twin of the one that was spit out before it. Which right now, they all look the same. That's what I had bothered Odd about to try and help me fix. But then I ran out of mental fortitude. And I didn't actually finish it, which is why I made it this far. I started making an array. Because the way this pack is set up, like every skin tone, there's like 4 meshes for like each skin tone and for each gender. So I was like, I guess it makes sense to combine those and then kind of have it randomly assign one of these. But you can see I didn't make it very far. But it's also a bit weird, this whole asset pack. Because what I've discovered is, hang on, where is this again? Because there is this one here that is just like the adult skeleton. But I don't know if this one like tries to store all of it. Because there's also, and I love that they're written female and male this way, but like in male, like here are the 4 male skeletons with different skin tones. And in here, there's 4 different female ones. I don't know if they have like some kind of a thing that assigns one to this and this is what I should be using. Because if that's not what they do, why is this one here? This is where I started getting lost and I tried to ask questions and I'm still stuck. I need a mental fortitude to properly look into this. But I think for now I'm gonna take a break because it's been almost 2 hours. And my water's almost empty. Can't have that. So, if you also need a break, which might be, you might want to stretch your legs, get something to drink as well. And I will come back in a few minutes to try and continue to look at this. Hero, congrats on bingo. See you soon. Alright, I am back. And the game was in fact rigged from the start. Hi, Turning Cog. How's it going? Hope you're doing good. That was nice. I needed that. I needed to step outside. I stepped outside briefly on the balcony. And thank you, Stevie. I love it. I love it. It's something that I commissioned like years ago. Because I was like, I want something when I just transitioned. And they came up with this for me, and I love it so much. Alright, maybe I should try and fix my characters. I don't know what the hell went wrong. I might start closing some of these because I'm not currently using a lot of these anyway. We'll keep... I mean, my player is currently fine, so we'll close that one. Not currently doing anything with this. Don't think I'm currently using this. All right, so this is currently what we're using. True, Stevie has taste, so you know it makes sense. It makes sense. Also, is no longer a puppy scam. I was starting to think it wouldn't happen. That is a dog on the puppy cam. I wonder if I need to move the camera a bit, because he does tend to be on the side he is now, which is like the furthest from the camera. But there is a singular puppy. Being a very sleepy guy. I swear, my beaver emojis are never gonna show up in pup time, and it makes me sad. I feel like by now the sub is probably expired too. But I gifted a sub, I redeemed the thingy to add my emotes in, and it just never happened. Right. No, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right, Cog. I did get scammed. Right, so how... We're just ignoring this for now. I'll come back to this later. Once this is working again, we can come back. Oh no, it was so good, Cog. Like, I've been able to do like things IRL. Been cleaning up like the house, doing some like practical stuff. Honestly, it's been really nice to just be less dependent on screens for a bit. Oh, look at those cats. If you can't throw tomatoes at your streamer, what's the point? True. Very, very true. Obviously the downside of that is like there has been stuff like, you know, my game that I have not really been able to. I've kind of struggled to just lock in and try and focus. I had a few sessions where I'm like, all right, now I need to do something. I want to make a bit of progress before I'm back. And I did not make much progress. A little bit. Don't wear anything white tomorrow. Okay. I was planning to wear the same thing I'm wearing now. You can't see it, but this is my old Gods of Asgard t-shirt. So, even though it's not white, do not tomato the old Gods of Asgard, okay? Thank you. What happened here? But, okay, so some of you said to move this. Hang on. Can I, like, unmark? There. So, would we move this into here instead? Oh, I thought I could just, like, copy-paste. Oh my god, Stevie loves Old Gods of Asgard. Am I seeing this correctly? See a new stevia taste. Copy? Can I not right click to paste? Gosh darn it. Okay, well maybe I just... There, okay, there we go. So we put this here instead. Let's break this one. Break. Yay! #1 Try X on TV fan. Hi. Thank you. It is good to be back. It's good to see you. Not even I knew this. We love nerds and you're a fucking nerd. True. True. Alright, so we now have it in the begin play instead. How does that look here? Oof. Oof. Okay, but what then happens if... Yeah, because it is saved. Are they gonna then attach? It still looks fucked. is the exact same brand of fucked. And they've now ended up getting the same skin tone as well. So this didn't fix it. Hi, Bria. How's it going? I hope you're doing good. No, I feel like it makes more sense to have it here. I just need to eventually fix the randomization, but that's a later problem. But why does it suddenly look weird? When all I did was change the movement speed. Because in theory... Wait, hang on. Okay, no, it's just that whenever I change a value, the character kind of resets. No, but we were happy with 200 for the walk speed. The mile marker of UE devs is when they take a break and return to enter the next phase of learning growth. Your wings are dry, butterfly. Oh boy. Not yet. Definitely not yet. Hopefully they will dry soon though. Oh, ad break again? Okay, well, fine. No, it's okay, Z-Box. Thank you for the welcome back though. I do appreciate it. Like, did this accidentally, like, grow too big? The scale is still 1. And they all scale together anyways, even if I did try to shrink it. Like, this doesn't really make sense. Honestly, hang on. The hair still does look alright. The face started to clip into it. Is it like it's grown by like 0.25? No, it's more. Because it needs to come like up here. But why? Wait, do I? Hang on. Because like none of these should be tweaked. Really, realistically. They should all be like 1. Alright, so what do you say here? Subsurface scattering. Where do we see that? Don't actually know what this one does. Makes it look more like skin in here. Okay. So is that not good? Do I not want that on? Honestly, the main thing that is bothering me right now is it looked fine. It looked like, well, now I closed the actual player. But I changed the movement speed. And then as soon as I changed... Now I can't even find it there. The max walk speed, all of a sudden my clothing didn't fit anymore. And I don't know how to fix that. I am open to chat ideas. Because honestly, it makes no sense. It shouldn't affect it. But it did. And I don't know why. Like, it's way down here. I know. I wish I knew something too. That's why I was trying to mess with the scale to see, like, did something shrink? But it doesn't look like that's what happened. And, like, shrinking this doesn't matter, because that just shrinks everything. And, like, the scale is still fucked. What a quote. I know, right? It should work the other way. Or maybe, is it because no, because the thing is, I gave them less of a walking speed. It was a 300 when everything worked fine. But by now, it doesn't even let me switch it back. So that's not fixing it. Did I accidentally change something else? I don't think I did. Let's set it to 200 is the walk speed we established. That's what I want. Like that looks like a decent speed. But for some reason, it broke all of their clothing, and even like you can see even the eyebrows is kind of sunk into their faces. And I don't know why. They changed it to their summer fit. They sure did. But let's look at, because this one does use the adult skeleton. So what if we set this to just as a default, the SKM adult female body. Let's just do 1 just to like give it like a default. That one looks the same though. So that shouldn't matter. I heard a ping. Why did I hear a ping? Oh, I think it's because I still had Stevie's stream open and it opened my chat. So I had 2 of my chats open. I still don't know why it pinged me. But there we go. Like this is such a great example of I touched something that should be completely unrelated. Yeah, that's what I was trying to do. Like by going into like hands and stuff. I mean, I'll try torso. This is one of the more visible ones. Like one, that's not helping. That was maybe a bit much. Oh, that's 10. This is not enough. Still too much. And like at that point, it's still too high now. I know I'm messing it, but it's still too high, but it's still like slim enough to like clip inwards in the side. Because like this is 0.01, which is not helping. To actually get the sides not clipped into anymore. Even here. The interesting thing is too, it was fine. When I started my stream today, it was completely fine. Actually, why do I do this when I can just click this? Okay. Well, I don't know why that one is at like point something instead of like, oh, it was gonna be minus, but okay. There. Not that it's helping, but. Wait, did she sink into the floor? No, that's okay. No, it still looked like it's basically the center. Yes, it was right at the beginning of the stream. It was looking great. Until I changed this. Because we were discussing the blend space. Because my characters were running instead of walking. Also, thanks so much for the follow. Welcome on in. Hi, Jamster. How's it going? I hope you're doing good. But my characters were running instead of walking. So we started changing the values in here. Maybe... Could that affect it? What if we set this to... Because technically they can go up to 600. Oh, that's... I know, because it didn't have space. It's fine. So if this one's set to 300... Let's just start kind of from scratch and kind of mess with their speed a bit. And then make sure everything is set up to match. How long has the engine been open? Oh, you know what? It's been open for 2 hours. Probably closer to 2.5 hours. Could that be why? That it suddenly broke? Well, thanks so much for the check-in and thanks so much for the follow. Welcome on in. Maybe it's because the engine's been open for a while. Because, yeah, at the start of the stream, it was perfectly fine. But if we mess with, like, just in general, what their speed should be. I feel like if they're at 300, that is probably a decent, like, running speed. So let's say we do, like, 300 as the max. Wait, actually, hang on. That might cause a problem because my person uses the same blend space. Is that going to be a problem? My character with max speed 600 uses the same blend space as the enemy AI. Which I currently think I want 300 to be their max, like, run speed. Which means walking is slower. Yeah, no, I feel like it's not been that bad. And yeah, it's definitely not been open for days. I opened it just before a stream. I keep saying enemy, but it's like, it's the customer. They're not enemies, not in this game. Kind of, I guess. Exactly, Stevie gets it. Enemy. Customer is, in fact, enemy. To be fair, if you worked in retail, the customer, definitely enemies. At least a lot of them are. Maybe not all of them. So this does need to be... No, but even at the start, though, I had to say 100. And my blend spaces at that point were working fine. They were just running a default. Which is what I didn't want. Because I want them to, like... Yeah, this is currently at 200 for walking. And their speed max is now 300. Let's set it back to 200. Because, yeah, this is what I want their normal speed to be like. Speed max, incorrect, silent. Gotta make sure the player character has a gun available. Yes. Okay, maybe not actually, because I don't want the dogs to see that. We gotta think of the dogs. But yeah, could just... Sorry, I don't want to serve you today. Bang. Right, but yeah, so our blend space goes up to 600, because that's what our player character can move at too. Not that that's super important, but, you know. Tell the dogs to look away. True. Why is this one orange? Oh, because I had that one selected accidentally. Okay. All right, so, Cog, for my actual, like, game. So, what we're going to make here is this is going to be, like, a cafe slash bakery. We're going to have some seating and stuff around here. So, what I wanted to do, that I kept getting distracted from because these guys were breaking, is that I wanted to build them logic to walk to the cash register. Because we added the cash register today. So they're supposed to go in here and queue up, and then you're supposed to see, they want to order something, or they want to meet a dog, and they'll be like, all right, here's the dog. Go pet the dog. Or like, oh, you want a donut? Here's a donut. And it will go sit down and eat. I have never worked in a cafe or bakery personally, no. I have friends who have, though. So I plan to have them playtest and or consult and help that side of it. But I've done retail. I've just not worked at a cafe or a bakery. I've done gas station. I worked strawberry stand. I'm trying to think what else is potentially relevant. I do have experience in the field. Yeah. A friend of mine was, I think he was a bartender as well for a bit, but he's also been a server. And he said that if I ever make this cafe thing a reality, because that's kind of what it started as, like, an IRL dream of, like, running my own place. He was like, I'll work for you in a heartbeat. Just let me know. Because he has experience. So, yeah. But yeah, I don't have that experience myself, specifically. I just have retail, basic retail. So I can kind of guess my way to some of it. But I will have actual cafe workers verify. But why the fuck did your clothes break? Because right now, their max speed is 200, which corresponds with the walking animation. The walking animation is set to speed 200. Like, exactly, too. I didn't touch anything in here, so that shouldn't have changed. Add a 0 to what? The answer is probably going to be no, but to the max speed? No. Everything? Oh, yeah, no, their walk speed is 200. Yeah. They're already fast as fuck at like 600, which is 600 is the default. Which I'm like, 600 is default? Jesus. Like, I don't know if we need to tweak any other values, but even so, like, why did my clothes break? Because, like, actually, a good example for some people were asking, like, when it broke. If I open up my player character, that one looks completely fine with, well, not exactly the same meshes, but, like, because I put on a cashier outfit instead of, like, a generic outfit. But here's my player. This is what it should look like. Like, the clothes fit outside, the shoes fit, the face fits. Yes, absolutely. Ask away, Stevie. This is what it should look like, but like different outfit. But for some reason, when I changed the walk speed, this happened. Wait, where did this come from? Did I create this? I know I created this. I don't know this. To be fair, it shouldn't do anything. It has a value of 0 so far anyway. We haven't done anything in here. This one's empty, basically. And then we have the construction script that sets the leader pose, which is the mesh, which is this one, which is like the body. And then it attaches the head, which I just realized. Oh, I don't think it does it need to have a default value in here? I don't know. Those weren't set before. Do I need to set those? I can change the... Actually, maybe we should try that. I haven't tried that. Because it's currently set to this shirt. We can add this shirt. Is that what it's supposed to look like? No, they're all broken. Okay, but as an example, what was one I put on this player? It is called cashier shirt. Why is that one fine? No, wait, maybe it's not. Maybe it's just thick. Because, yeah, all of the clothing suddenly doesn't fit anymore. I don't know why. It makes no sense. Not that it really matters. I was trying to find the one that I initially had. Just a hair. I could also just do a generic. Yeah, this one's slightly bigger. We can still see it clipping up here. Right. Sorry, Stevie's question. As a streamer player of indie horror games, do you prefer games with their characters voice acted with subtitles or games with written dialogue with little woo sound effects? Um, I guess I kind of answered this earlier too, but I kind of like the sound effects because someone was asking for my game as well. Obviously, that's not horror. Um, but for this game, I'm kind of picturing a very like, Animal Crossing, like kind of gibberish, but then you read it. But I think it kind of depends on maybe what vibe you want to go for as well. I do think there are some games that can benefit from having voice acting. But honestly, like, especially if it's not too text tap, you're literally typing Animal Crossing sounds good. Good. Um, yeah, exactly. Like, I think voice acting is kind of hard to pull off in horror, depending on like context. Yeah, like I think it's if it's very like text heavy, maybe have a voice so people don't have to read, but like no, honestly, most of the time, I really fuck with like just the whole then you just like read it. Mr. X walking in the hallway. Are you saying Animal Crossing gibberish? Like I said, context dependent. Like I think for a game like Stevie's game in particular, and obviously that's me assuming that it's for your game. I think in your game, I wouldn't need voice acting. Well, I mean, so I'm weird, Eek. So in my head, the woo-woos, like the me, that's the voice. Like usually I expect different characters to have a different like pitch to their me. I don't know why I'm doing it at that one. It's like the same in Animal Crossing too. Like even though they sound like kind of the same, depending on who you speak to, they will still sound different. It lacks accents, correct, but it does still have like a distinct like pitch to each character. So to me, that's their voice. But yes, you can still like, I guess, kind of imagine a lot of like the finer details. And no, honestly, yeah, I do like that a lot. And when it's voice acted, while good voice acting can really elevate the experience, bad voice acting does the exact opposite. Anomalise, Golden Sun type babble, or the type kind of beep speak you get in Undertale Deltarune. Yes, Undertale Deltarune is another good example. I agree. If Stevie isn't talking right in her game, I'll make sure it talks with a Brooklyn accent. Good. Wait, I don't know. There's so many, especially indie horror games that I see that have voice acting, like especially indie horrors. Like they have voice acting and then they have like not the greatest voice acting. And it could be not even bad. It can be just like not great. And then that kind of sticks out where the rest of the game is like, oh man, but this game is so good. But then like the voice acting is like, mm. Um, and and also what Hero says, it does add a lot more. It can suddenly get a lot more expensive because obviously now you need a voice actor to record everything. And depending on like randomization and stuff, you might need a lot of like backup lines. Um, yeah. Like I don't think I want voice acting for my game. I think if anything, I would potentially have someone doing like a bit of a and then like use that. You think that one, you can't really get the best voice acting talent at indie game budgets? Yes, correct. Two, the writing in indie games is typically bad, so dialogue just sounds terrible. Definitely applies to some games, yes. Three, less is more when in the constraints of indie dev. Yes, definitely the last point of Ixie there. Less is more when it comes to indie games. So, yeah, I would lean towards that for my own game as well. Even though I'm not doing horror. Definitely doing indie though. But yeah, voice acting is cool, but I think it adds a layer of complexity that isn't really needed or isn't giving you enough return on investment to be worth it. Imagine if you have just 4 voice characters in a game and then you want to localize it. The main Western European languages by itself, that's another 20 or so VAs by itself. True. You could, in theory, say, though, just localize the language or like subtitles. That is possible. Yeah, the Stevie said too. You could just do subtitles and localize them. So they're like the audio in the game could be English only. But then you do subtitles or like other text and stuff that they get localized. So having a VA doesn't mean you have to localize the VA. It would be nice, sure, but I wouldn't say it's necessary, especially for an indie game. But it's just, yeah, I think it's the general complexity. And I'm also very excited for Stevie game lore. I agree. Is it bad that part of me I want to just close. Wait. Okay, no, they're still clipping. I was like, wait, did it suddenly fix itself while I wasn't looking? I kind of want to just try and close my engine and see what happens. Because, like, it shouldn't be doing this. I don't know why it's doing this. Save. I can't believe you missed that, Eek. And that is true. I watched Stevie absolutely decimate a clock today. So if you're not watching Stevie, if you're not following Stevie on Twitch, like that's the sort of stuff you miss out on. All right, OBS, don't die, please. Honestly, Stevie, maybe that's what you should do next because that does sound really cool. How dare you be busy, Eek? Nope, still broken. Damn it. You had to add rain and outlands. You know what? Fair enough. We can forgive you, I guess. This time. This time, okay? You get a pass this time. No, the pants were broken like that before too. I was wondering if it changed, and the shoes are like, what the fuck happened to the shoes? No, wait, this is a player here. Oh yeah, dialogue especially is really hard to write, I think. Wait. This one's fine. Y'all seen this? These guys are not fine. But for some reason now, within my blueprint, it fixed itself. Oh shit, legendary Pokemon. I don't think I need to. I think if I replace them again now, they're gonna be fine. I was gonna change because I don't like this t-shirt. Oh, and this one's cute. It's kind of fixed, but not really. You see that? Because in my world, they're broken. Like here, they're broken. But here, it's fine. Now I am the one deleting. Well, we fixed them. If anything ever breaks, have you tried turning it off and on again? Alright, fixed it. Crisis averted. I don't know what the fuck happened, but it's working. So we're just gonna not touch them and hope they don't break again. So what is happening? Oh shit! He caught the Kyogre with a Master Ball. Damn. He reported for cheating. True dev experience. I don't know what I did, but it's fixed now. It's true. Like, literally, what I changed, I saw it break. But what I did shouldn't have broken it. And I still don't know why it did. All right, so maybe we can now go back to what we were trying to do before they broke, which we were looking at behavior trees. This is where we were. I was trying to read and understand this. Because, yeah, we have placed the actor. They have a nav mesh. Oh, shit! Kage, no! Trips into chat room entrance, bonks their head on the doorway, and then tumbles on into soft cushion states before face planting the hey button. Hi, Kage. I hope you're doing good. Welcome on in. Sorry for the rough entry, but hey, at least we had cushions ready for you. I hope you're doing good. Welcome on in. Don't mind me, I'm trying to learn about behavior trees a bit more. Because I think our next goal is going to be, instead of just having these guys, because right now they moved to my move location vector, which I just gave it like a random location. Yahoo chat coded. I don't think I ever used Yahoo chat. I don't think that was a big thing over here. At least not when I was growing up with the internet. I remember fucking MSN though. Real Sal, a fellow programmer in the group project they're working on, was working on adding DLSS, and as a side effect, he broke the denoiser, locked his computer, ate lunch, came back 30 minutes after denoiser started work. It's crazy. You went AFK for a bit trying to manage a Unity project. You figured it would be a bit harder in UE to make 3D open world dating sim game with anime character shaders. I wouldn't know about if it's harder in UE or not, but that sounds pretty awesome. And yes, Stevie, you should. You should. But yeah, I want him to walk towards cash register. I want that to be our new goal because we actually have this as a blueprint now. We made this today. Oh, that's right. I haven't actually looked at what's in 5.8 yet because I was just like, I've just learned 5.6. I don't want to switch engine. But yeah, we have a lot of COG wants to recruit more people to Unreal, which honestly valid. Very valid. I like Unreal. We have suffering and friendship. True. Factual advertising. It's so nice. And thanks to Stevie, I'm starting to learn some of the Unreal people too. So now I can be like, because I had an issue when I was trying to like brain like a few weeks ago. I went to Stevie like, I need help with this. Who do I ask? And then Stevie was able to recommend me some cool people that was able to help me. A runtime, oh my god. It's harder because when I specifically do blueprints, they fake being fine, and then when you launch the runtime window, absolutely nothing works. That sounds annoying. That sounds really annoying. I fucking love pop time. No, the best troubleshooting step is, have you tried turning it off and on again? And if that doesn't work, then the next troubleshooting step is give it up for now, try again later. And then usually you come back to it having magically fixed itself. Fun fact, or fun anecdote, I guess. My PlayStation at work today decided not work, which I don't know why it didn't work. Because, like, it updated my build in the morning. So I had the latest build, and when I tried to open it, my PlayStation was just like, oh, you're not connected to the internet. And I'm like, pretty sure I'm connected to the internet. You downloaded the build, but okay. And then I let it sit for a while. Nothing happened. But eventually, we turned it off. Let it sit off for 15 minutes. That's like If there's ever a problem with the work PlayStation dev kits, you turn them off for 15 minutes, unplug like everything, internet, power, everything, unplug them for 15 minutes, plug them back in, magically it works. Like, it has to be 15 minutes at least. If it's 10 minutes, not gonna work. 15 minutes, it works. It's so weird. That's become the go-to troubleshooting now. There's also no tutorials for Unity or Unreal regarding my flagship works fully diegetic interaction system you want to make. Yeah, that's where I'm still trying to figure out too, where I can like learn stuff for my game, like how to make certain systems and stuff. Yeah, good luck with that, Cog. That sounds super cool though. Stevie would probably love to help you make a diegetic system. No tutorials, let's plan it ourselves. Exactly. That's how we roll. We already have the blackboard. Oh, so is that what I do? I make an object key? Hang on. Where did I close my, no, there's my behavior tree. Guess I need to create it in here. New key, objects. Yeah, we're gonna work on a pseudo-diegetic UI later in your game, and man, you do not look forward to that. Godspeedy, Godspeed. Adder and the guys didn't embrace me for hard using the engine would be when he started, but he was there to answer my dumb questions where I barely knew enough to ask the right things. Honestly, that's kind of where I am at too, Cog. Like, I barely know what's going on. And then I can go bother Stevie and be like, hey, I don't understand this thing. She'll be like, all right, but this person that I know is an expert at like animation or something like that. And then she will direct me to another person that I can bother. And they'll be like, all right, explain to me like I'm 5, because mentally I am. How does this work? That's basically what I did with Odd. I added him on Discord. Just to be like, hey, so Stevie told me you might know a thing or two about this. I'm kind of stuck trying to do this. And like Odd went above and beyond, man. Like he recorded me a video tutorial for the thing that I wanted to do. Oh my god, wait, Stevie, no, I did not. What was Adder's game again? Surprise open beta, was that the one you showed earlier? I forget what it was called. It was the one that was on Summer Games Fest, right? Mortal Shell 2, there we go, advertisement. Mortal Shell 2, this is Adder's game. Look, there's an open beta. I don't want to accidentally tank my streams, I'm just adding the library. You're a web dev, so you never make mistakes. Everything you write is perfect and sells for $100 billion more to Microsoft. And I'm just all around better than all of you. Damn, I wish I was silent. I wish I had $100 billion more. Oh, are there? Wait, this is no user reviews. Soon, though. As soon as this is out. To be fair, this does look pretty good. Playtest, open beta, right here. Alright, I'm gonna continue looking at my thing. Alright, so make an object key. Enter enemy actor as the entry name and actor as the base class. Okay, so we're definitely not gonna do this. I'm trying to see where they're going so I can figure out what this should be. Oh, so is this the self actor? So in my case, this would be the customer. And then you can make another one. We wouldn't necessarily need to do the has line of sight thing. I need to keep reading this and not just do it step by step. If there was a way to get funding for a project, you would definitely put aside just 5% of yourself and put 90% into the game. 5% towards anyone working towards peeps helping me out with it. That is nice, Kage. I like that. He's still mentally the 10-year-old that just got home from a tour at Blizzard and obsessively trying to figure out how to be that good. I feel that. I feel that. But yeah, no, that is awesome. As much as I don't like Summer Games Fest, but that is because I don't specifically like Jeff Keighley. Like, it's still cool to see people I know be able to get, you know, I guess the cred worthwhile of actually being featured. Oh my god, look at these bingos! Mint and Carrie, congrats on bingo. No, it's all good, Cog. It's all good. Also, you know, Stevie, thank you for butchering Kage's name earlier, because when you said Cage and you were just like, wait, it's Kage. I was like, now I know. I'm already clued in. I don't need to butcher it. Stevie has crawled so I can walk. You know, measure in tokens, you measure in number of sub-Saharan villages whose water you're taking away. Oh shit! Kage got bingo, Silent got bingo. What is happening? All of these bingos. Congrats. Yeah, the Poland bingo came in strong. You're on game like 20 something. God, I can imagine. I can imagine that feeling does not get old. But yeah, congrats on the bingo, guys. I guess for anyone who doesn't know, because we might have some new people hanging out. So we do have a bingo on the stream. We have a leaderboard every month, and whoever wins each month gets a role in Discord, so you can flex on everyone on how good you are at bingo. B, I started giving out $5 gift cards for the winner, and I at least believe you can potentially hoard them up, so you don't have to use it immediately and just get $5. But we've started doing that for my merch. So you can potentially get, if not free merch, at least a merch discount by playing bingo. So there you go, lots of incentives. Plus it's fun. I like bingo. But yeah, we need... So this keeps track of where it can move when it's not chasing. Okay. You forgot to whitelist it? Fair. But hey, at least you remembered. You know how much easier the map mechanic is for your flagship game? The big strain is the interaction system, preferring the idea of a low poly game where you play as a mole. You know what? Maybe that's going to be the next big hit. You never know. Alright, but we need to look at... We can make like a vector maybe. Let's try this. I'll keep this for now, but I'll make... We'll call this cash register location, because that's what we eventually want them to be able to like. This should basically assign wherever the cash registration. That should be their move location. Wait, Stevie gets to know the story of your game? I don't know the story of your game, Eek. What's the story of your game? You don't have to share it in chat if you don't want to, but... It's okay. Stevie remembers, but tell me for the first time. Oh, that's where you were... Oh, okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. I was gonna say Stevie will have remembered all this time, but then you can tell us and we'll all be like, oh, that's so cool. Alright, we don't need to do that. We already have the behavior tree. We already have the Blackboard asset. To be fair, we have a sequence, not a selector. Okay. Why is everybody trusting Stevie as the keeper of lore? It must be her note-taking skills. Yes. I trust Stevie with my life and my lore. Not that I currently have any. But once I get there. You have a bunch of info for the low poly mole game. You don't know if you should stick with your working title of Holy Moly. No, Holy Moly is great. Please. I need this to happen. I'll play Holy Moly. That's fantastic. So hang on. So the selector AI root. So I guess, are you supposed to just always have that first? Maybe that makes sense. More like Soapbox TV. Yes. See, Game Freak also says +1 on Holy Moly being an amazing name. I guess it depends on the scope as well, Kage, because what might be nice, and actual game devs in chat can correct me. I'm just a beginner that is working on a single game. But it might be nice to have like, if you like one that is like your big, like overarching, that this is what I'm gonna be working on for years to come, and kind of palette cleanse every so often with like a little side game that is like not as deep, not as complicated. And does that make sense? I don't know if Holy Moly would be your palette cleanser in this scenario or not. But if it is, it could be a way to do it. Oh my god. You know what? Eek's got the winning idea right there. Eek's got the winning idea right there. Holy Moly lovey-dovey. Done deal. Game Freak. I agree with Game Freak. Eek's a fucking genius. See, this is why Eek is like the master of game devs. I was gonna do something and I already completely forgot about it. Right, no, I was gonna go into my behavior tree and I was gonna do a selector. We were gonna say AI root. We're gonna try and kind of follow the Unreal documentation and hope that serves us well. It should be easy enough to undo this later anyway if it doesn't work out. You could try to make a DLC for that sort of thing. You could. You could. Using the same shader rules and assets across the games, even if you pivot to another project, it's still the same project. Fair. The strategy is to make a whole bunch of tiny games, focus on one coding challenge is easy, and then combine them into a mega game. You know what? I think Ixie might be onto something. This is how they made Call of Duty, actually. True. Actual factual information. Wait, hang on. I'm looking at the time. Are we doing Nemesis now in Resident Evil? Am I missing Nemesis? I might be missing Nemesis. Call of Duty mentioned. Yep. Yep. I had a feeling. I've been missing them. No, it's okay. You're okay. I just suddenly realized that, wait, because we're doing Gator in 20 minutes, that means we've started doing Nemi. I'm coming. I'm on my way. I gotta get some Nemi rewards. I don't want to miss out on all of them. I don't even know how many we got to and unlocked. All right, I'm here. All right, where's the location? Looking for it. There it is. Attack. Send the baby attack. Because I don't want to kill it. There you go. Oh shit, they're gonna kill it! I think I got here too late. Maybe. It's 12% health left. Anyways, I sent an attack. Maybe I'll get lucky. I might get lucky and have time to hit it. I'm scared though. Because that's not my attack that's currently about to land. Oh, it's gonna die. Anyways. You have 5 games you want to work on. Your flagship work is your large MMO SSG magical survival game. And then the middle is your 3D open world romance game. With the 3D roleplay focus game based on 5M. You know, 5M is something I see people talk about. I don't actually know what that is. And then holy moly, down the easy route, and the easiest is a 2.5D pixel art game called Dr. Salvius. That's interesting. I kind of wish I had. I don't think I hit it. Did I hit it? No, target not found. Damn it! I was just too slow. That's okay. It's my bad. Oh, we got level 4 though. All right, hit this one with a baby attack. Okay, sorry, multitasking. Yeah, this. So it's actually right. Damn. Call of Duty Frontend is just a game launcher within a game launcher. Oh, single player, multiplayer, zombies all had their own Perforce project directories. That's very interesting. It is very interesting. Hi, Graham. How's it going? Hope you're doing good. Oh my god, you're writing books too, Kage? Honestly, like, people's creativity amazes me. I'm over here, like, I want to make a game. And, like, the only thing I can conjure up an idea, like, this is my one game. This is, like, my holy grail. Because I could not come up with anything else. Not that I feel the same way about it, anyway. Army of Toasters, hello. Hi, I will show you. I am gonna make a game. It's very, very, very basic still. We barely started, but this is gonna be a dog cafe slash bakery simulator, kind of. So we have our little customers here. Don't mind the fact that they're currently twins. Randomization and all of that of their looks still to come. But they will come in here. You will serve them. Maybe they want to come here to see a dog. You can bring them here. And they can pet the dogs, meet the dogs, hang out with the dogs, and maybe they also want to adopt a dog. And then they can take the dog home with them. There's going to be personality traits with the people, and obviously different dogs have different needs and stuff as well. You should try and make sure that they're a good match. And then they will adopt a dog. And what if you want to see a bear? Well, there are, what is it, Newfoundland dogs? They're basically bears, right? But yeah, that's kind of the gameplay loop. They might come in, they might just come in for like a donut and a coffee and sit down to pet a dog and then head on their way. They might come in. You want to wolf your adventures? Fair. They might want to adopt one. But one of the things that I kind of want to do is if, like, let's say that she adopts a dog. Like, I don't have dogs yet, but like, let's say there's a dog right here. She bonds with it and like, yeah, I want to take him home. And then like days later, you might go out and get like a mail or something, and they might have sent you like a letter with pictures of them and like, oh, they're getting along so well. Here, or congrats on bingo. And then you can kind of like get that little like warm, toasty feeling. Your dog needs a master to barrel roll. Valid. But yeah, you can be like, yay, they're happy. I helped this dog get a home, a forever home. Stevie, congrats on bingo too. Because yeah, the idea here is that all the dogs that are in here, they are dogs that don't currently have a home. They're like from a local dog shelter. Because like, if nothing else, they would come out here and get a little bit of enrichment, right? They would meet people, hang out with other dogs. But obviously, the ultimate goal is they might find a forever home with one of your customers. And apart from that, it's just, you know, serve up stuff. I'm still debating if I want to have like an actual like kitchen feature where you like make stuff, or if it's like complex enough to just make sure you order enough. But yeah, that's basically it. That's the short summary. That isn't as short because once I start yapping, I tend to go a bit overboard. And my voice is not holding up with that at the moment. But that's awesome. Army of Toasters, what are you making, if you don't mind me asking? I would love to hear about your project too. God, I'm losing track of people yapping. I am so sorry. If people are asking me stuff, feel free to repeat it because I am missing stuff. Godot represents. That's true. Eek does love Godot. Yeah, I've not gotten into Perforce yet. But I've heard stories about Perforce, but that also seems to be the meta, I guess. I don't know. But But yeah, we're currently trying to learn a bit about behavior trees for our people, because right now all they do, like if you look at their tree, it's literally just they move to a location, and the move location is literally just a random point that I picked inside just to like test their walking. We need something more advanced than that. So I'm reading about behavior trees. And that is true. Starbreeze does use Perforce. I have a Perforce account now. I just haven't used it yet. Damn it, matter. Okay. Would have to be pried from your cold dead hands. Fair. Alright, so what are they doing here? They have their route. And then they made a sequence for chasing. And a sequence for patrol. Ooh, wait, numbers? Hang on, I haven't made... okay. Okay. God, everyone's working on so many cool projects in chat. Wait, are they CV? I haven't noticed that. Because what we would need then... Oh, wait, I just realized this sequence hasn't even been named. Let's name this, I was thinking enter store, but like this one would probably have more than that. Because this is probably where we would be like, let's just do that for now. So we would do something like this, and then just... I'm trying to think of another word for patrol, but it's not actually patrol. There's like, they just walk by. This is like where they just don't decide to interact with the store. Ooh, should you make your mole game in Unreal? I mean, yes. I'm biased, obviously. But we have a lot of people in this community. I mean, you're hanging out with Stevie too, so there's a lot of people that would be able to help you with Unreal there. Why did I just delete it? I was trying to rename it. Oh, your game cabinet stars a middle school girl on a field trip to a museum where she looks at and picks an object to write a report on. Honestly, that sounds really cute. It's a lore-focused minigame for your dream horror game. I really like that Army of Toasters. I'm curious though, what is your dream horror game? But I really love that idea. We'll just call it Pastor for now. So basically, the initial thought here is that they will have some kind of variable that will decide whether they actually care enough to enter the store or if they just walk by. Because even if, like, when there's going to be customers and stuff, I still want to have some people just, like, walking by so you can kind of feel like you're in a living city. I don't want everyone to spawn, come in here. Because I know there's some games that do that. And it always feels really weird because then you can just look outside and be like, ah, guy spawn, they're coming to our store. And it's always a bit, not the biggest fan of that. So I want to have the default is that they just walk by. But obviously they would, despawn as soon as they hit a certain volume and stuff. But yeah, that's the logic behind this at the moment. You had sat in a whole hour-long talk about GDC about the text file development being rolled out. Never was. You want a refund for your hour. Fair. Ooh, inspired by Shin Megami Tensei with mechanics from Signalis. That's fair. If you don't want to share more, you don't have to share more. If you want to keep things secret. But that sounds exciting, and I wish you the best of luck with that. Ooh, I've not played Weed Shop, but I have been thinking, and this is also a stretch goal. I would love for this game to eventually get a Twitch integration. Because I would love for someone, like, let's say Twitch chat gets like to design a character. Kind of like Quantum, no, not Quantum, Quarantine Zone does, where you can like set up symptoms and stuff for your character. I want a chat to be like, all right, I want my character, and maybe not like to fully customize look, but basically be like, I want to come in and I want to adopt a dog, or I want to come in and I want to buy a donut, stuff like that. And then it'll kind of generate an NPC from the queue and like send them in and do whatever it is Twitch chat said they wanted. And they would also have the name of the Twitch chatters. You can see like maybe a little Twitch icon or something, so you can see that it is someone in your chat. I want to do that, but I have to, it sounds like I have to look at the Weed Shop game, because that sounds fun. And yeah, I do know UE pretty much requires exclusive checkouts. I've seen that happen a lot at work too, when there's some people who's like, I can't work on this because someone's checked this out, which is like annoying, probably. All right, I think, did I miss any more Nemesis? Yeah, there was also level 5 and I didn't get it. Oops. Oh well. I managed to get 1. And I got at least a legendary file for it. We have Gator in 5 minutes now, though. The question is, I've already gone for 3 hours. I probably should wrap up here because my voice is, like, struggling. So I'm going to postpone that ad. Wait, oh my god, I clicked the play ad button instead. I misclicked. Never mind. I guess we're not dodging this ad. Well, I'll exceed your at least sub so I can still answer your question. I managed to get 1 because I got distracted. Fucking dumbass right here. I'll say I haven't streamed in a month, okay? I'm rusty. I thought I was gonna click on my snooze ad button. Instead, I click on my play ad button, which is right next to it. So, oops. So I'm really sorry for making some of you watch an ad before I was gonna wrap up anyway. But now you're all in like conversations and stuff. I feel bad. Little accident. Yup. 100%. 100%. 2 minutes. Well, I feel like I can't really end right now. Ooh, we ruined their conversations. I should. I gotta do Gator. My favorite games of all time is really hard to answer. But I think I'm gonna have to put Alan Wake up there. Like, the gameplay isn't perfect in the first one, but like the story and just everything about that is so good. Alan Wake. Spyro 2, that's like my childhood favorite. Because I used to play Spyro 1 on the demo disc so much that my mom bought me Spyro 2 when that came out. So I only knew like the first level of Spyro 1. But Spyro 2, and they've just announced a new Spyro. I am not immediately getting on the hype train for it, but I'm definitely intrigued. If this can be what Crash 4 was to Crash Bandicoot fans, I'll be very happy. Yes, it's all yes. I need to show you. I don't know if you can properly see it. Actually, hang on. Let's switch. Let's switch away from this. At least he can fly now. True. True. Let me close my nail. But look at this. Ah, hang on. Can you see it? Kind of. I might need to stand up. My Alan Wake tattoo is what I'm trying to show you. I love Alan Wake. I have not streamed Deadly Premonitions. However, I will. Because we did a subathon for my birthday back in April, and one of the goals was that I bought and will stream Deadly Premonition. So I will very soon do that. I've not played them yet, but I've seen other people play them, and it's very funny. But speaking of subathon, though, we're actually going to start doing the goals for that later this week. So on Wednesday, we're going to be playing an airport for aliens currently run by dogs, which I'm also very excited to play. Let me see what my list was. I wrote down the list. Okay, we have 3 minutes until Gator. I don't need to rush. I will be playing... Oh yeah, I'm doing the airport for aliens currently run by dogs. And I don't know how many times I need to play this, but to finish it. Deadly Premonition is actually up after that. So very soon, we will be playing Deadly Premonition. Once we've done that, we will be playing Undertale. That's another game that I've never played. I know Game Freak is gonna be like, yes, Undertale! Let's fucking go! Yeah, there he is. And after we play that, we're gonna be playing Dark Souls. Dark Souls is another one that got met. And then the last one, you are that predictable. I'm sorry, Game Freak. Oh man. And then Voices of the Void is also another game that we have played Voices of the Void before, but it is one of the goals that we met, so I'll be coming back to it. I heard they made some huge updates that I have not checked out. Meowie, I was talking about games to play after the subathon, because I'm finally delivering subathon goals. But I am also going to be playing... That's after this though, but God, what was it called again? Help. I don't think... Did I even install it? It was the one Meowie gifted me. Shit. Oh, it's not even on my recent games anymore. Fuck. Yes, Detroit. Thank you. I was like... I could not remember the name. But yeah, I guess that's gonna be the end of the stream. It's been 3 hours. I've not streamed in like a month, and my voice is absolutely dying, so I don't think I should push it even further than I already have. But yeah, I'm back now. So that means streams are happening again. We will be back on Wednesday. And I will be doing more game development. 20 seconds! Okay, let me get the first round out. Thank you, Ixie. I'll send up the first batch of attacks, and then we can do like a proper outro. Don't mind me, guys. Who else plays Resident Evil Survival Unit? Just saying. Come join us. Alright. Rally. I'm not missing Gator. I missed most of Nemi. I'm not missing Gator. Oh god, am I getting out? Okay, I think I am. Oh, I'm at Ixie's rally, let's go. Wait, one of them didn't go. Which one didn't go? Okay, I'll do this one.
You're a super puppy!
Ah, they're filling too fast. Who's the super puppy? Okay, I will five her out. Okay, Yonsku, thanks so much for gifting a sub going to Smith Zone. That is very kind of you. Thank you so much for being a super puppy. But yeah, that is going to be the end of the stream for real this time. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. I do appreciate all of you. It has been a long month without streaming, but it feels good to be back, and I'm also incredibly grateful for all of you who are now disrupting a routine that you guys gotten used to come hang out with me again. So that means a lot. Thank you. We've had some chonky rates today from Duo and from Stevie. Shout outs to both of them. You should follow both of them if you haven't already. But yeah, like I said, we'll be back on Wednesday, same time as today, with an airport for aliens currently run by dogs. It looks to be an absolute peak video game, so I would recommend stopping by for it. And if you want to see how we get on with more of the game dev, we do that every Monday. So in 1 week from now, we will be doing more game dev stuff. So you can come back to see how we get on and yap more about silly game dev topics and watch me get stuck at easy things. But yeah, I'm gonna look for a raid target. And while I do so, before my voice goes out, I do want to make sure that I take this opportunity to remind you all that you are valuable and that you matter. still applies. I know you haven't heard it now in a month, but it's still true, damn it, okay? And if you haven't heard it longer than that, it's about time then, isn't it? Oh my god, hype train now? Now? What do you mean hype train? Thank you. But we're trying to wrap up. I'm looking for a raid target over here. Alright, oops. End of stream hype train. We started stream on a hype train. We're ending stream on a hype train. Oh, I miss streaming too. Thank you. Like I don't think I can properly put in more. Oh my god. Satolbar, thank you so much for gifting 5 streams to the community. Going to Alfred K, to Spark Props, Odd got one too. Odd Oculus, Marcus Buer, and Renren Ben. And Bustasoft just scored a bingo. I guess, should we check on bingo before we wrap up? Is there anything we forgot to call? I think Bustasoft was waiting on something. Oh, wait, the get distracted by chat wasn't called? That happened. That happened so much. Alright, I think everything else is good. Oh my god, Guzzlebur! No wait! Guzzlebur! Guzzlebur scored a bingo, but Meowie, thanks so much for the 100 biddies. No, it's okay. I also sometimes forget that's an event. It's only for game dev streams, so it's only once per week. But thank you guys. But yeah, it's always a bit nerve-wracking when you've taken like a longer break and then you come back, you're